Welcome back, HS. I'm Dylan Wolf.
And I'm Kimberly Blackburn.
And this is
The Rez.
Before we start this episode, we'd all like to thank our contributors in the school board for helping support The Rez in doing the things that we love, like making these videos for you. It's 2019.
The year of the Earth Pig, according to the Chinese calendar, and it's a good time for investing, and many good things are to come.
I don't know. Last year was pretty great.
Whatever. Remember the Tide Pod anime girl?
Yeah, last year was tiring.
Speaking of tiring, hey Zach, how are Indian athletes doing?
Let's find out in this week's Rez Sports.
He may be the greatest athlete of all time. There is mustard on the lettuce.
Over the break, we had lots of games. So let's start off with boys soccer, who had a game against Granbury. So let's see some highlights. Sadly, they tied 2-2. Girls soccer had a game against Athens, so let's see some highlights of that. They won 3-0. Good job, girls. They also had a game against Paris, so let's see some more highlights. Sadly, they lost 0-1. Now on to boys basketball, who had a game against Stephenville, so let's see some highlights. They won 85-52. Good job. Now on to their game against Glenrose. They won that game 57-55. Good job. Now on to girls basketball, who had a game against Venus. So some highlights. Sadly, they lost 48-56. Now on to their game against Ferris. So with some great highlights. Sadly, they lost 37-39. Come out and support your Indian basketball players this Friday against Hillsborough and next Tuesday against Waxahachie Life. And that's all for this week's Rez Sports. Now back to you guys.
Fred the Ranger was the highlight of this year.
He brought a lot of laughs to the new animated Grinch.
He grump. Well, my favorite thing of 2018 was getting to Beatties. Speaking of favorite things from 2018, hey Kendall, didn't you ask this week's A-Walking question?
I sure did. This week I went around asking what your favorite thing about 2018 was. This is what you had to say.
My favorite part about 2018 was coming into high school and meeting all my friends I have here.
My favorite thing about 2018 was finding out who my real friends are.
My favorite thing about 2018 is the start of Big Chungus, Chunga Chunga.
My favorite part of 2018 was Big Chungus being nominated Best Game of the Year.
My favorite thing from 2018 was Logan Paul.
2018 was pretty bad, almost as bad as 2016.
Getting my heart broken because now I'm thriving.
Getting Crutchy and Newsies this year for the musical.
I got a flip phone. That it's over. I'm ready for 2019.
The ending of 2018 at midnight, I was on the beach in Galveston. So, all about vacations.
I traveled to Utah on horseback. Yeah, I was wearing a sombrero.
My favorite thing about 2018 was
My favorite part about 2018 was 2019. The end.
Those are some great answers. My favorite thing about 2018 was YouTube Rewind becoming the most disliked video. Back to you guys.
Do you know the way?
Can we please leave country boys on TikTok in 2018?
Remember when Stan Lee died? Such a tragedy. He brought so much joy to so many people.
SpongeBob died on November 26, 2018. Such a masterpiece.
RIP. Hey, speaking of masterpiece, why don't we take a look at this week's Masterpiece Theater?
Masterpiece Theater presents Seth's New Year's Party, where Seth explains everything great about 2018. Now, here's Seth.
Hello. I'm here to tell you about what made 2018 interesting, especially for our school, like band. Band did really good this year. We almost went to state, probably the closest we've ever been. A lot of good stuff came out of 2018. We had a lot of good memes. Theater. We did a really large production of Newsies. It went fantastic. Sold the largest house we've ever had, and the most tickets we've ever sold. Another amazing thing that happened this year is Aquaman came out. Probably one of the best DC movies in a while. My personal favorite part is when Ocean Master came out and he used his mask. He looked like a goofy boy. Speaking of superhero movies, Infinity War came out. Everyone died, and it was really funny. I can't wait for Endgame. That's gonna be pretty good, hopefully. And maybe even more characters will die.
I got a new girlfriend this year. Neary can't relate.
Did you guys see YouTube Rewind 2018? Broke records and become the most disliked video on YouTube. Celebration.
That's all for Seth's New Year's Party. Come back next year where he's going to explain what was great about 2019.
Watch me whip.
Watch me nay-nay.
2018 was a great year for the miners. They really were represented and got the praise they deserved.
Please leave a like and have no hate because I'm just practicing singing, okay? Diamond sword to Major Steve. Diamond sword to Major Steve. Take your speed potion and put your diamond helmet on. Diamond sword to Major Steve. Closing on Minecraft.
I think the highlight of this year was the Sure Immersion Bean to Cup coffee brewer with 3-pound hoppers and grinders, retailing for $4,724. Almost as exciting as the Absolute Unit Snickers, a 6'3" Australian cow who became super famous.
Wow, that really gets me going, just like any interview time.
They were singing my, it's Indian interview time, where we interview some Indians and have a good time. So sit back and watch this interview time, cause it's Indian interview time, Indian interview time.
Welcome back, HS. My name's Bridget, and here is... So, why are you wearing this outfit today?
Because you made me.
Why is PewDiePie wearing this outfit?
Because Marcia makes me, and I like wearing baggy, drab clothes. It's like the same color palette as Modern Warfare 2. It's just, I love these clothes, really. I can't imagine my life without them.
What was your favorite show to host this year?
Probably Pew News, but wait, that's not actually me. That's Gloria Borger. I just love the talent on the show. It's amazing. She's great at her job. I think the best news anchor in history. Greatest. It's really just fun. It's full, the greatest, most accurate news I've ever seen. Better than anything in any other television network. I mean, they're all fake, everything's. But not me, Pew News. They have the real news.
How do you feel about the 2018 war between you and T-Series on YouTube?
Well, you see, it's been very costly. But they actually caught up with me for just a very brief amount of time. But thankfully, my 9-year-olds are better than their 7-year-olds, and they came back with reinforcements, and we were able to overcome them, and now we're steadily in the lead. And I think we'll be fine from now on. I have reached more than 80 million subscribers now, which is more than they have, definitely. And so, I'm good.
So, what are you going to do about the last meme from 2018, Big Chungus?
All I'm going to say is this. It's Wappet season.
Which show's your favorite? You Laugh, You Lose, You Slob, You Lose, or Skrata Du Florida?
Probably You Slav You Lose, because The Russians are probably the funniest group of people on the planet. And they have the dash cam videos in all of their cars because it's required by law. So you get to see all the times they crash into each other and do stupid things because Russians are a very funny group of people when you're not invading the winter, though, obviously.
That's it for this week's Indian Interview Time. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.
I really did spend over 100,000 minutes listening to my favorite soundtrack on Spotify.
What would that be?
Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
So goofy.
Speaking of goofy, it's time in which we highlight the skilled,
The funny.
the silly,
And the talented.
It's time for this week's
Shenanigans.
Welcome back, AHS. I'm your host, Slater Martin, and this is...
I have no clue what that means, but I get to sleep in.
I haven't lifted anything above 40 pounds since 5th grade.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Gilbert.
It be snowing in Texas.
Just kidding.
This guy jumped on it. E.T. go home.
Is there anything in there? I hate you. Hey.
Charlie, that really hurt.
No.
Shaq made a Genie movie.
I think we have him on the line.
Where did you pull that from?
Check that out. That's pretty cool.
Extreme.
I like book. Let's wig out for reading.
Good afternoon, AHS. As you review your 2018 and you would like to make your 2019 a better one, we have some helpful hints for you. If you would like to read more books in 2019, we have a book challenge here in the library for you. All it is you pick it up and you read each letter of the alphabet. So the title of your book starts with the letter. We also have a blank one that you can fill in if you feel more optimistic and you can do it on your own. Of course, in 2019, we want you to read more to fulfill your WIG goal. So if you have any questions, you can come by. Before we start the next segment, I want to introduce Abram, our Teen Library Board Vice President, and he's here to talk to you about a hot chocolate activity we have going on in the library.
Up until the end of February, we'll be selling hot chocolate on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll have a cart walking around, and we also sell marshmallows with the hot chocolate that are 25 cents, and the hot chocolates are $1.
Have a great day, AHS, and we would like to thank Bridget and all her time that she put into this wig this week because it's going to be amazing.
And now it's time for a word from our sponsor, Tribal Tees.
For all your shirts,
hoodies,
senior pictures,
and graphic design needs.
See Tribal Tees. Come join the tribe.
And now a word from our other sponsor, Classic Chevrolet Buick and GMC of Cleburne.
Dad, I think she wants us to follow her.
Classic Zoe.
Classic Chevrolet Buick GMC of Cleburne. Relax and enjoy the difference. Zoe can show you the way.
It's time for this week's general announcements.
Don't forget to wear those IDs.
And to buy a parking sticker. That's all for this week, AHS. And remember, 2019 is the year of the gamers. Keep that purple pride alive. And until next time, I'm Don Wolf.
And I'm Kimberly Blackburn.
And this has been The Rez.
My
My favorite thing of 2018 was getting diabetes.
Oh, wow. Look at me. I'm so rich. I got AirPods.
Dylan, you paused like you forgot your own name.
I did.
I'm sorry, what was that? I don't speak broke. The AirPods flow.
I love Big Chungus, but I hate it.
Big Chungus
I love it, but I hate
so
it.
much.
You got ham?
You got ham?
Why don't you rotate your head with me?
I can see now.